In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Flipsky VX1 remote controller. First, we're going to start with the unboxing. The remote comes in its own personalized box, fit with styrofoam cutoffs for each individual component. It includes the remote controller, the remote's charging cable, the receiver for the remote, and the necessary cables to connect the VESC to the receiver. The remote controller has a really nice feel to it. The matte black finish both feels and looks very nice. The remote controller also sits very nicely in the writer's hand, and the throttle feels very good when pressing it. The receiver is this little clear piece right here, and it comes with the proper wires to fit either a VESC 6, VESC 4, or PPM. Just make sure to order the right ones. The first step is to connect the cables to the receiver. The white wire, which you'll notice is not connected to either of the JST cables, plugs into the far left side of the receiver. The pins should plug in with ease. Next, connect the wires to the VESC. Plug in the side with 4 wires to the master side, and then plug in the side with 2 wires to the slave side of the VESC. With newer versions though, you only need to plug in the 4 wires to the master, as the VESC is connected over CAN. There will be one white wire left over that's plugged into nothing. This will be plugged into the positive terminal of the battery to determine what the voltage is and therefore determine how much battery the board has on the remote. Simply solder it onto the positive terminal. After having properly programmed the VESC, the remote is ready to be used, and you can hold down the power switch until the remote buzzes and turns on. The exciting part of this remote is all of the amazing features that it includes, starting with the battery indication for the board on the remote's display. There are 4 LED lights you'll notice, and each of them corresponds to 25% of the battery. You'll see them lined up against the skateboard icon. There's also an icon to show how much connection you have right there, and there's also an icon to show how much battery your remote has on the bottom. Another exciting feature that this board has is the reverse mode. Reverse mode can be activated by holding the trigger all the way back and then pressing the change settings button. You then should be ready to go in reverse. To go back in your original direction, do the same thing again. Another cool addition to the remote is the cruise control feature that they've added. To activate cruise control, simply push on the throttle the speed you'd like to go, and then press the power button. Your speed is then locked in. To cancel cruise control, simply push any button on the remote control, and the throttle will stop going. The remote has 3 speed modes. These can be changed by pushing the settings button. Red is the fastest speed mode, yellow is the medium speed mode, and green is the slowest speed mode. When comparing this remote, the VX1 evidently takes a lot of inspiration from the Boosted. It has a similar trigger and the exact same set of lights. 4 for the board's battery, 1 for the connection, and 1 for the battery of the controller. Compared to our previous favorite, the Inertia Nano X, the VX1 fares quite differently. The Nano X is a very small and compact remote, whereas the VX1 is actually slightly larger than we anticipated. We actually find the VX1 to be our new favorite, as it doesn't feel cheap and plastic like our other DIY remotes. It's also packed with plenty of features that none of the remotes can even compete with. So what should you make of the Flipsky VX1? In our opinion, this is the best e-skate remote released to date for the DIY community. It comes with plenty of features that we previously never had, and in our opinion, bridges the gap between DIY and pre-built boards. So to conclude this video, if you're thinking about buying this remote, the answer from us is a resounding yes. It's the best e-skate remote we've ever tried. And with that, this marks the end of our video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave us a like, leave us a comment on what you guys think, and please subscribe to our channel for some more awesome e-skate content.